Hi, everybody. Oh, sorry about that.
Good evening. Oh,
Yeah.
my speaker's not working.
I know, I'm working on that here. I don't know what the problem is. All of a sudden, nothing's working. It's just awful. Sorry about that. Oh, that's...
Yes, what?
I don't know. I don't know.
Am I plugged in?
I hope so. You know, everything was working just a minute ago, and now all of a sudden, now, thank you, like I just turned it on and everything went bad. Okay, well, here we go. This is just more exciting than I know what to do with. Sorry, everybody. Technical difficulties yet again tonight.
Rajat99 says, best show ever.
Yeah, now, sure. Fine. Well, let's try. I'm going to try doing weird stuff here. It was all here a minute ago. I don't know what the problem is here.
Does anyone believe him?
No, nobody believes. It's just not showing up here. Hang on. I keep trying to add devices and nothing seems to... Oh, wait a minute. I know my problem.
Howdy, brown coat.
Hey, look! I found the rest of them.
Yay!
Yeah,
We're saved!
Yeah, okay. It was my fault. I feel bad.
Okay, that's better. Now we're back, everybody. Thank you very much. Sorry about that. I'm a writer. I'm not like a technical dude, so this is,
And then I called him when I have a problem with my computer.
Yeah, well, that's not good. Really? Okay.
So we're all here tonight. Thank you very much, everybody joining us here on our live stream at Dragonhearth Live this evening. What am I supposed to say? Am I supposed to say they're supposed to like and subscribe? Is that what you're
Yes,
supposed
right
to
at the
do?
beginning. Please
Yeah,
smash
okay.
that like button.
Oh, wow. That was very good. That was very enthusiastic. We're back here for streaming in little XDM. By the way, the XDM Kickstarter is rolling right along. When last I checked, we were at about 80-something.
What percent is that?
Like 160% or something. Anyway, we're closing in on, I think we're like within the last 9 days or something. And then, and we're closing in on our 90,000 benchmark.
That's right.
And that's an important 90,000 benchmark. Why, might you ask? Because at that benchmark, they're going to require me to read the entire book in audio. Yeah. So everyone gets an audio version of me reading a book. Wow, that's exciting. So that, you know, it'll be helpful to all of you people who, of course, play XDM in your commute. You'll be able to listen to the XDM book while you commute, I guess.
That's right.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to, Laura, I think when we have, say hello, everybody. Hello. This is everybody for our game here this evening. They're very excited, as you can tell. And Laura, we need to start our evening like we usually do with our
Fortune cookie of fate.
Fortune cookie of fate.
Okay. And
Please do.
fortune cookie number 1. I always make a mess. It says, accept something that you cannot change and you will feel better. That's like advice to the players this evening.
Ooh. Hey, and what was our prize?
Oh, did you want the second one?
I do. What was the first? I missed the first one entirely. When we have the first.
You know,
Accept something that you cannot change and you will feel better.
I said that was the advice to the players.
That is advice to the players, yes.
Is that advice to just give up?
No, it's advice to me, actually, is what that is.
Okay. All things in moderation, even moderation.
Moderation, right.
Or all things in moderator, even this moderator.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow, that was great.
Cookie crumbs all over my keyboard. It's
We
terrible.
have just sent a text out to the winner.
Oh, how exciting.
You won?
You won.
Yeah, I got
Well, your
the,
phone did just.
You got the text back
It
from
says
the...
you're the winner?
yeah, it says you're the winner. Contact for delivery.
Oh.
Whoa!
Well, how simple
Unbelievable.
is that?
I can't believe it.
You just texted in like, what,
Congratulations,
5
Lena.
minutes ago?
It's also my birthday.
And it's her birthday.
Oh, that's
Oh, wow, that's a
Congratulations.
kismet.
Well,
Okay,
hey.
this is going to simplify delivery considerably.
Okay. This all happened very suddenly.
I thought we were going to have to mail this to like Timbuktu.
Wow.
What?
I'm actually going to take credit for that because I told you to do it.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't know what I was supposed to text. It was vague instructions.
Well, I was better, yeah.
So what is the prize that you received here this evening?
Yeah, it was better.
What did I get? I got a Strahd with D20 vinyl figurine, Dungeons and Dragons Pop Games number 782.
Wahoo.
Wow.
So that's
It's a
pretty
GameStop
cool.
special too, I
And
noticed.
Strahd, I guess, is a vampire.
A vampire?
He is the
A
The
vampire? Some vampire? Okay, that's it. You
deserve that?
just, you so lost the prize.
I mean,
Strahd, which is the titular character of interest in the classic Ravenloft.
Yes.
Which Laura takes credit.
oh.
Laura created the characters.
Pretty exciting, huh? Now, sure. Yeah.
I read your other work. It's okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, well.
Oh, Dragonland Saga says he's watching as I am exporting my video on the portals to the abyss.
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
no.
Close to autograph.
I was going to be autographed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, it will be
Happy
autographed.
birthday to me.
Happy birthday to you.
Wow.
Absolutely. Congratulations,
Okay,
everyone.
congratulations.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
We'd sing the birthday song, but no.
We'd have to pay
We'd have to pay
royalties.
somebody for that.
Yeah.
This is crazy. We have people who text in from like all over the country,
Yeah.
right? To win a prize.
Do you need me to show you the text?
And
No, we believe you.
Yeah.
Because that's, you read it. That is exactly what it says.
I told him I got the text.
Well, my phone just buzzles and I was like, who's texting
Well-
me
Who's
right now?
texting me? I'm gonna, that's it, just mute it.
Hey,
Turn it
David
off.
Smalley says happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Dragonland Saga says congratulations.
Yeah.
So out there in Streamland, they're being good sports. Thank you all.
Well, I appreciate it, streamers.
You know,
I need to come in and sneak your prize.
I you know, if I were out there in Texty land, I'd probably question that because the two prizes that we've given away so far,
Yeah.
both of them were local.
No, he wasn't local.
Yeah, the Tiamat, the Magic the Gathering card, the Tiamat. I remember you saying that he was local.
He
Yeah.
was down in Cedar.
Well, if people want
He was
to.
he said he was gonna come in and pick it up. Though.
Oh, no. You're right. Well, that's the third person. I sent something to someone.
Oh, that's
in
right.
Cedar.
We did send one away.
It hasn't been someone local every time.
Okay, well, I
Okay.
feel better about the legality of our contest.
They should know that, if they want to meet fantasy authors, they have to come to Utah.
That's quite true. If you want to meet fantasy authors, you need to come to Utah. I'm wearing my Aperture Laboratory shirt, so tonight.
Oh, Dragonland Saga says I picked up the second prize, the magic card, Takesis.
That's
So
right.
that's
There
right.
you go.
That's right.
Okay. Well, that's excellent.
Yeah.
So anyway, we need to have everybody come and join the XDM Kickstarter in its last few days.
Yeah,
Here.
if you've been thinking about it, now's the time to get
Yes.
in there and sign up.
Please do, because I think I'm supposed to sign a bunch of these. I think.
Is that in the thing?
I think it's in the
As one of the
thing.
recipients of one of your signed books, yes. You're
Okay.
supposed to sign it.
Yeah, as someone who's actually given money to this thing, yeah, I have to sign it.
Somebody
He will
who's
haunt me. on this.
Established expectation.
Okay, yes. And so, yes, I will be signing.
Yes, you will.
Yes, I
Okay.
will. All of
Okay.
them, probably.
Yeah.
Both of them. Okay. So,
Cave Geek Art says the cake is a lie.
oh, thank you, Cave Geek Art. Yes, the cake is a lie.
It's real. It's right back there. I just didn't want it on the table.
Oh, no. The cake is a lie. The cake is a lie because of Portal. This is
Oh.
Aperture Laboratories is from the
Very
game
good.
Portal 2.
It's a portal.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a Portal reference, and the cake is, yeah.
He says hi, Tracy, and everyone else.
Oh, excellent, yes.
Okay.
So anyway, we have that Kickstarter that's going. We have, we're about to finish our Dragon's Bard book series, which is the next thing actually that's on my list of things to do is
we're
get that off to the printer.
Laying it out.
Laying it out and get that off to the printer so that that'll be done. I don't know if you guys have heard, you know anything about this?
We ever?
No, you don't know anything about this. You can actually see the remnants of it, I think, on dragonsbard.com. But like, I think literally a decade ago.
Maybe.
At this point,
we started this series.
We started this series. We started a series of novels, 3 novels, that we did as a serial release.
We got a whoop whoop from Fubeka.
Well, yeah, absolutely. They want their book.
That's right.
And so we would do serial chapters. We would release chapters online over time, and people could read them online and read the book online. And then after all the chapters after the book was finished, then we would actually publish a copy of the book in hardback for every one of our subscribers. So they'd have the souvenir of the book. They're not sold anywhere. They have no UPC code. They're just our private publication that we just did for our subscribers. So we did the first 2 of those in relatively quick order.
Yep.
And then, life intruded, and it has taken us until now to get the 3rd book done. But the 3rd book is finished now, and so we're going to move to get that one into print
excited.
Here. We're very
Taking
excited.
a decade to get the 3rd book
It has
done?
literally taken us a
So it's
decade.
very Patrick Rothfuss of you.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, it was very snooty of us, we're trying to be artists about the entire thing.
So how did it end?
Oh, you just want me to tell you the ending? After a decade of labor trying to get these, you just want me to spill the ending? Everyone lived happily ever after.
I like the books I'm not reading.
Yeah.
Do the villains look happily ever after too? Because sometimes that's not.
Sometimes that's intriguing.
It
But
so can be.
yeah, can be. Yeah. So that one's coming, and then after that, we have a new project that Laura and I are doing.
Yeah.
What are we doing, Laura?
A new project.
A new project. Oh, good. Yeah. Well, that cleared it up.
Oh, we have, new adventure coming right up.
We do. We've been actually. Following
Yes,
it just a
Kim
little
Bori
bit.
says it's super secret. She's one of our super secret partners.
That's right. She is our
In
secret.
crime.
We have secret partners?
No, she's not a secret.
Oh, okay.
She just keeps the super secret.
That's true. It is so exciting to see this come together. And as soon as we can tell you about this, I'm hoping everybody is going to be really excited about it too. I
can
want
hardly
to tell
wait.
you about it so bad.
We can't yet.
But we can't. Yeah, fine.
Francisco says, hi all players.
Oh, nice.
Francisco.
Hi, Francisco.
Anytime anybody wants to come and join us here, by the way, we are, as we often tell people, at Mythos Games in where are we?
Sandy? Are we still in Sandy?
No, I don't think we're in Sandy.
No, we're in South Jordan.
We're in South Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in South Jordan, which is a part of the kind of the metroplex here, the Salt Lake City area. We are easily accessible off of I-15 and the 106th. Don't get off at 103rd, kids.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
10,600 for those people not from.
Yes, 10,600.
They just cut the numbers off.
They just cut the numbers off, yeah. Yeah, but we're just off the freeway down here in probably one of the finest game stores I know. And every Wednesday evening around 7 o'clock, you can fight these people for a table, seat at the table.
I didn't have to beat anybody up tonight.
That was really good.
Yeah, that was good. And I
Excellent.
appreciate everybody really being kind to each other
And cooperative
and cooperative. Yeah.
so far.
Okay, so let's see, is there anything before we settle for fun games? Is there anything else? We do want everybody to be aware that we are going to be starting a Kickstarter in October, and it is the most exciting thing that we've done in a very, very long time.
Very long.
It's something that Laura and I are thrilled to be doing together, and no, wait.
What are you saying?
Yeah, I know, never mind. It's, yeah.
You could be in trouble.
I am in trouble already. So we'll tell you more about that as we get closer. Show you cool pictures.
There's an echo.
Echo. I could probably fix it.
Drastic echo.
Oh,
People are complaining about it.
I got this. Wait a minute. Let's see. Does that help the echo? Does that help the echo?
Is there an echo now? Y'all? Rebecca? Dragonlance? Not as bad.
Not as bad. Is that any better?
We're trying to get rid of it.
It's probably them shouting.
Yeah, there's lots of.
Oh, it's good now.
It's good now. Okay, I turned off the echo. There's an echo button on it. No. Okay. Well, that's great. Is there anything else? Does anybody have any questions here before we settle in for?
Any questions out there in Streamland?
In Streamland? We were going to tell stories. Did I tell? I probably did tell you the story of my Ghostbusterness, didn't I?
Well, it came up just a second ago, but no, there wasn't a story. If you have a story.
Oh, and Alina has a story too.
That's right. Alina, what is your story?
My story is that the reason that I'm here is when I came to Mythos, they said, oh, Tracy Hickman runs a D&D game. And I was like, really? Because when I was, I think 12 or 13, I was coming home from academic pentathlon with my parents. And I had won, I think, 3 silver medals and 2 bronze medals. And they were yelling at me because last year I'd had 2 gold medals and this year I had no gold medals. And they said, you know why? You're slipping. Because instead of studying, you're reading too many of those Dragonlance novels. And so now, all those years later, that's why I'm here.
Bravo.
I see. So you've essentially come to blame me for.
Where are my gold medals?
She's coming.
Well, thank you for coming.
And my parents always said, you know, what are those going to get you? And then I became a fantasy novelist, and it turned out that they were more useful than they
See, we have a similar story.
Yeah.
We have a very similar story. When Laura and I were young married down in Provo, I was going to BYU. Yes. And being, of course, poor students. No. Students without money. There, that's better.
We were good students, just no money.
No money. And so, of course, we took out student loans, like everybody did, to pay for our education. As it turned out, however, the brand new, at the time, the brand new AD&D Dungeon Master's Guide, first edition, had just come out at the game store, out at the University Mall. So I took some of my student loan money and bought the DMG, the Dungeon Master's Guide.
You have to understand, it was $25, but that was a whole week's worth of groceries back then.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
It was kind of devastatingly shocking to me. And what did I tell you after you bought it?
That if I'm going to spend this much money on games, I had to find a way to make money at it.
That's right.
That's right. And so, as it turned out, the investment in the Dungeon Master's Guide was the best use of my student loan money that I put at all, any of it too. So yeah, we come at it pretty much in the same way. So you're a fantasy author. What do you write?
So I have 2 novels out with Penguin's Ace imprint. One is Stealing Thunder, and the other is Gifting Fire. And there are a couple of fantasy novels, kind of in a fantasy Mughal empire. I lived in India for a while, so it's
Sweet.
Cool.
Very, very nice.
Oh, pleasure to meet you.
You as well.
This is great. We have a celebrity on our show.
We do.
That's awesome.
First
Not me.
celebrity.
Oh. No, you count too.
But it was, yeah, so you were one of my inspirations when I was growing up, so one of my early influences in writing fantasy.
Oh, thank you. That's so great to hear.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you have to send me links to your books, and I'm going to send them out to everybody.
Well, I would deeply appreciate that.
Absolutely. Glad to do it. Yeah, the tens of people that follow my Facebook
I
account.
feel the same way.
Yeah, absolutely should come.
I will also tweet out to my 236 Twitter followers all about this event.
Please do. We'll have to take pictures. This will be great. This whole synergy
That's
thing
right.
that we'll be doing here. Okay, that's great. Well, congratulations on the books. That's wonderful.
Turned out that I didn't need to do all of that science after all. So.
After all, I don't know. I think that everything that we do informs our writing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I find myself using stuff all the time that I thought from my youth, why am I bothering with any of this? But when I was in high school, I was dating Laura, and that worked out really well. But I also learned how to fly.
Me too.
Did you?
Yeah, not when I was in high school though, more recently.
Oh, what did you fly? What did you learn to fly?
I learned to fly a Piper Cherokee.
Piper Cherokee, low wing, single engine.
Yep, that's right.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I used to fly Piper Cherokees in my youth, and sailplanes.
And you used it for your dragons.
That's right.
I used it for my Zahaks, which are like dragons, but they're feathered and aerodynamic. So.
Right, but they all sound like they're actually flying because they are actually flying. Yeah, as opposed to just kind of moving around on a board. I'm sorry.
We
Laura
gotta
says-
get on with it because we're
Oh,
running out
I'm-
of game time.
Okay, I'm sorry. We were having fun though. I didn't know.
Don't
Can we
move
talk
on
about
with
flying
it.
things just for the rest of
Yeah,
it?
don't move on with it for I am engrossed in this conversation.
Can I trade this
Warwog
in?
says, I learned to fly
For a
a
dragon?
kite.
Like a bird or a dragon instead? That flies?
If you want, I think we could arrange that.
Really, just like a giant or something.
Okay.
This is after all XDM, which is pretty open.
Sorry to give up the Buffy triplets,
Oh, you're
but I
gonna
feel
break
like
up
if
the
I
Buffy
could be
triplets?
an eagle or something, or like a dragon, that would be sweet, right?
That could be a little difficult to get through corridors sometimes.
That's true, and they're not very good walkers.
They're not terribly good walkers,
Very
and
dragon.
stealth can be a
Very
problem.
dragon.
Fairy dragon.
There you go. There's pseudo dragon. Pseudo dragon, they're very small.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be a
super
very
dragon.
small one of those.
Excellent. I just draw it.
Draw it? I can't draw, so I'll just.
It doesn't have to be good,
It'll definitely not be good.
but it will inform me
Okay,
considerably
so-
in terms of the character.
Okay.
So,
Draw my character out, like my dragon out.
yeah.
Oh, okay, great.
Okay,
Yeah,
Cool, we'll do
we
that.
want, Laura's gone silent here,
I
so I'm gonna
will.
have to.
It's time to move.
But
Okay.
this is aerodynamically possible.
There was a game, and I wish that we could play it, and perhaps we actually will play this in the future. Oh,
What?
that's what we're going to do.
What are we going to do?
Next week, everybody, yeah.
It's not really that.
Okay, just photocopying the dragon is not gonna help.
No, I actually, if you give it like wings like a pterosaur so that it walks on all fours but it can jump and fly,
Sure.
that would be pretty ideal.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I said, this is pretty interesting. So you got somebody else drawing your character for you?
I mean, I am really bad at art. My friend who's an artist would be mad at me for doing this. She would tell me to stretch my talents and give it a try. But he said he could draw.
Well,
Okay.
This is actually what this guy does. This guy is in my D&D game, my home game. And this is what he does. He illustrates the ridiculousness that's going on at the table, and then he presents it at the end of the game.
I feel like
This is the dumb stuff we did.
This is awesome.
I feel like your
Yeah.
followers will appreciate his picture more than mine for its aesthetic value, though less than mine for its humor value. So
I think the idea of like a court sketch artist in a D&D game sounds really good to me.
I really like
Yeah.
having a court
yeah.
sketch.
Brent, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe from your early Dragon, no, not Dragonlance, Dark Sun. It was Dark Sun. You kept a whole illustrated journal of everything that took place.
I did, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Chap Springer says, "Hey all first-time viewers, just backed the Kickstarter and excited to learn more about XDM. Can't stick around long, but we'll watch the video later. Is this something anyone can join in person?"
Why, yes.
I did, so it must be for anyone.
Yeah, she just wandered in here. She probably didn't even know anything was going on and was just looking for a quiet place in the game store. I do like the idea of a sketch artist, though. I think a sketch artist would be great. Okay, so let's see.
Let's get started.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I have a story to tell first.
Tell your story.
I have a story to tell while the sketch is being made. One of my early conventions was an early Gen Con many years ago that was held back then at the University of Wisconsin Parkside.
Yeah.
Yeah, fairly close, I think, to a automotive assembly plant.
Wisconsin Parkside.
University of Wisconsin
I taught
at
at Madison
Parkside.
for 7 years and I've never heard of this school.
There's a reason for that. Anyway, so we're at the University of Wisconsin Parkside and the convention is being held there, and I'm running a D&D game there. And I was talking to this woman after the game was finished about D&D games and wondering how she came into it. She said, "Oh yeah, she, I think she told me that she was a forensic pathologist and that they had an entire D&D group of forensic pathologists that all got together whenever they played the game." She said it was a lot of fun unless they found a dead body, in which case it could take hours.
It would just de-evolve into...
Yeah, it just they wanted to know lividity, they wanted to know temperature, they wanted, yeah. So, everybody brings a little something different, I think, to their game.
That's funny. There you go.
Wonderful. So I have a fairy dragon of some kind.
Oh, nice.
A top hat and a cane, I think you're there.
Okay, cool.
Okay, good.
Awesome.
Now, as everyone should be aware, and those of you who've been here before are probably aware, lower scores are actually better because you're trying to get over the number, not under it.
Okay.
Yeah. Now your character's probably not looking nearly as good as it did a minute ago.
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's all right then. So,
I have a top hat now that's really cute. We'll show the viewers in a second.
all right, if we break into a musical number, so be it.
Putting on the wrist.
Remind me, everybody out there also remind me that next week we're going to do Clay Around.
Oh, man.
Yes.
I love Play Around.
I think with the top hat, it's a big improvement. You knew what you're talking about.
It does. It really has.
Yeah, really classy.
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent.
So last week, as you remember, your group of adventurers had originally started in a tavern. Somehow were overcome, and when you awoke, you were hanging by chains in the bottom of a dungeon, being confronted by a person who claimed that you were his arch nemesis and someone that you have never seen before. You have run into this guy several times and have managed to defeat him each time. He's also managed to defeat you several times, but we won't go into that.
So we are arch nemesis then?
He thinks you are.
Okay.
You've never met him before.
But we've defeated him several times.
Well, yes, he keeps showing up, cackling, shouting about, yes.
Just adjusting.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we trapped him in one of his own spells.
Yes.
Where he met demise. I think that was a result of one of our trip adventurers slamming the door just in time to stop the spell from hitting us and rebounding.
That's quite true.
Good job, Kevin.
Last week also, as I recall, you did run into a group of orcs that were in the middle of a demonstration as to how to break bones.
Yeah.
They were in the break room, appropriately, and you did manage to defeat them. After defeating those orcs, you passed down another corridor into a large room that had a complex device in it.
Yes. That's right. It's a complex mechanical device, right?
It was a complex mechanical device. I will read it again
Excellent. Please.
to refresh your memories for those of you who have just joined us. This room's nearly completely filled by a device of strange workmanship and craft. At its center are two horizontal, long glass tubes, 3 feet in diameter and over 8 feet in length. Each is encased in polished brass fittings and supports that keep it side by side. One end of each tube is closed with a brass, One end of each tube is closed with a brass hatch held in place with locking handles. The other end of each tube is connected to a massive and complex clockwork device with a maze of tubes and large glass jars. The jars are filled with strange colored viscous liquids. A huge glowing globe is suspended from the ceiling in a brass frame that comes to a point between the tubes. Various rods run from the machine to an ornately carved wooden pulpit that overlooks the glass tubes. Wow!
That's steampunk.
That is steampunk.
Sounds like we're in a giant photocopy machine.
A giant photocopy machine. What an intriguing, I'm gonna write that down. What do you do?
Are there any switches or levers?
The podium, are you going to examine the podium?
Yes.
You examine the podium.
As a cleric, I'm used to standing behind the podium and
Pulpit, yeah.
exhorting people.
Yeah. Really fireworks are not
You step up to this podium, you stand on it, and you can see that there are words carved into the face of the podium.
Are they legible to me?
Can you read?
Yes.
I have a book, so I probably can
Okay. Don't prove anything.
read. I'll read them out loud.
You will read them out loud.
Yeah.
The first
Can
one,
I like fly away?
wow.
Is there a Nicto in there somewhere?
The first one says, Buzz Zinga. Clunk, zoom, buzz, wham, thud, whang. And as you speak this with authority, the first tube starts to glow. You can hear this deep pulsing sound, and machinery starts to work in the background.
Well, that's a good start, right?
As long as the walls aren't closing in.
That was the first phrase. There are 2 other phrases.
Maybe we want to see what it does before we.
All right.
I will remind you, by the way, that one of you, in a previous destruction of your arch enemy, Garmagel, has collected his bones and ashes.
Yes. Magic.
That would be, who had it? I think Sardon picked it up, which I'm happy.
I believe that's correct,
You
yes.
went Sardon last time, and you detected the magical bones, correct? And then you picked them up, and you collected them. Yeah, so those are in Sardon's possession.
Very good.
All right.
Well.
Perhaps these magic bones
You do. You've got magic bones.
have something to do with this
Put them at the
arcane
intersection
device.
of that device. Thing for the seal.
Well, there's hatches on the 2 tubes, so they should be easy to open.
I totally don't think we should open those tubes yet.
Whoa. I think we should open tubes. Yeah, I think that's the correct way to operate this machine. Even if it's under it, maybe we should open it. I think you should open tubes.
Well, there's 2 tubes. There's a left tube and a right tube. Which one are you going to
I'm
open?
not touching those tubes.
I'll open the left tube.
Left tube was the glowy tube.
I'm not just the right
Okay,
tube.
I am standing on the
Okay.
pole.
You open the tube, you open that, undo the hatch on the tube, and the glow goes away.
What happens when I stick my hand in the tube?
You stick your hand in the tube, and as you look, you can see the hand is distorted slightly by the glass. It's just really the glass itself.
What if I stick a magic bone in the tube?
You stick the magic bone in the tube,
Yeah. And close the lid.
and you close the tube.
And tell them to read the first phrase again.
Wow. Are you going to read the first phrase again?
Wait, I'll climb on the left tube.
This is like not the kind of science.
All right.
Guys.
What is the phrase?
Bazinga. Zawowie.
Oh no.
This is to break your spell down, remember?
Bazinga Zawowie?
That was not right.
Something. Oh.
It starts to rain. Maybe you should read what it says afterwards.
All right, I will read it again.
Buzz, zinga, clunk, zoom, buzz. Wham, thud, wham.
Got it?
As you do, the first tube starts to glow, and then the second tube starts to glow, and the bone glows inside of the tube. And a second bone appears in the second tube.
Whoa, nice. It's a giant.
It's a replicator.
This totally explains the 3 puppies in this room.
Two puppies. Let's make another dragon. Do you want to read the second phrase?
He's talking to you.
No, what second phrase is? Well,
It's written on the thing.
he hasn't read it.
Yeah, you need to read it. You need to go to the podium and read it.
Is the second
podium?
The
phone
podium. You need to go to the
as
podium
good
and
as
read
the
it.
first phone?
In the story.
Okay, I go.
It looks just like the first bone.
I
You can
go to the
check
podium and read the second phrase.
You read the second phrase. Buzzinga, clunk, tink, bang, wham, thud, zoom.
That's it.
Tink, wang.
Buzz, wham, thud, zoom.
Buzz,
Buzz
wham.
wham. That's it.
Wham. Thud, zoom.
And?
Both the tubes start to glow. There's a terrible electrical charge that comes down from the tube above and from the glass ball, and it goes down to the 2 tubes. And the bone starts to grow, and more tissue starts to grow, and it's pretty gross looking, really, in the tubes. And maybe it's just, maybe you should have covered the tubes before you did this, but 2 versions of Garmagel have suddenly appeared in the
I'm
tubes.
going to read the third word.
Buzzinga, boom, zinga, thud, zoom, plop, wham.
Boom.
I'm in the left tube. Does Gargamel appear next to me?
Okay.
No, there was a bone in the tube. You're not in the tube. Are you in the tube?
I wanted to climb in the left one, yeah.
Oh, you're in the left tube. Now you're in the tube with Garmagel.
Okay.
Yeah. And then there's 2 of Garmagel and 2 of you. One in both tubes.
And now I've read the third word.
And you read the third word. Buzzinga, boom, zing, thud, zoom, plop, wham. And there's a tremendous flash of light. And there's nothing in either tube.
Whoa.
I'm saying this, you guys.
Well, everybody
where's
except
Brent?
him. He's gone.
More of his life, of course.
Wait, is he dead now?
He's gone.
I'm in
He's,
the tube.
Well, will he come back?
Why?
It seems unlikely.
On the right side,
He didn't say any of his bones.
I stopped our army. That's right.
Is that an enemy?
Yeah,
Oh, he thinks he is.
you brought him back to life. Oh, we don't have any in his book. Do you have some piece of him, maybe?
well, that's a good question. Do you have some piece of him?
Do you have any, like, a leftover, like, joint or something from him?
We can think back to the last time he clipped his toenails with the camera. We can collect from there.
What injuries did he sustain to the ogres? Perhaps they ripped off a piece of his flesh?
What are
Are you going to go ask them?
Well, then we can't ask them. They're all dead.
They're all dead, true,
But
yes.
we could go look between their teeth,
We could. Their claws, yes.
under their fingernails.
Well, I think all of you should go do this. I think all of you should go and examine the dead orcs that you just
I
killed.
think we should all do it too, friends.
I didn't kill any orcs.
Will we be able to find out validity and temperature?
I think you may be able to check it a little bit. Yes, you're perfectly welcome to try. What are you going to do?
Well, is there another place to go other than the orcs and the tubes?
Well, there's all kinds of exits from this room.
Oh, okay.
That was from
I don't think so.
So we should probably.
No, I'm dead.
I just need to know how to proceed.
What if we read the words all over again?
Wait, wait.
Oh!
Backwards!
Backwards!
Oh,
Read
yes.
number 3
Read
backwards.
the words.
Yeah.
Wham, zoom, plop, zoom, thud, bum, zing, bazinga.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, where's your dice, baby?
Yeah, this is definitely a dice moment. This is. Yeah, we'll use the big dice actually for this one because.
What did you roll?
I think a 1.
Oh,
That's
one.
good though, you wanna roll low, he said.
Oh, yeah.
No, you want to roll high, you want your stats low.
Yeah, one is.
For cosmic reasons beyond my ken and understanding, the machine starts running backwards. The light goes into the tubes, and now there's 2 of you and 2 of the Garmagels.
Quick, take one of them out and then close the, I run over, I open the thing, pull one of them
Well,
out.
the
close
bad guy's
thing.
not completely formed yet, is he? Or is he?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, this is the last stage
So,
before the disappearance.
I run-
Yeah,
I go to the
fully
other
formed.
one, and I pull the other one out, and I go, this is the real one.
Okay,
Which
The other one's
one
fake.
do you
Kill it.
pull out?
I pull out the one from the left tube, I close the left tube, and then I say bazinga boom zing thud zoom plop zoom wham.
Not really remembering which tube he had crawled in the first place.
Pretty sure it's the
I thought it was the left
I
tube.
think it was the left.
Everybody's pretty sure it's the left tube. Okay, fine.
relative.
Every.
The bones are in the right.
Okay. Fine. Okay. You do drag him out. You are somewhat confused.
Oh,
Where have you been?
what happened, man?
The last thing you remember, you were in the tavern.
Whoa.
I was in the tavern, man. Just drinking, hanging out.
Want to go back?
No, the machine is finished. No good can come from this power. Other than, I wonder what would happen if we took a dead person and put it in and then ran it backwards.
Well, I do believe that is how Garmagel continually reappears in our lives.
Oh, because he's
Well,
gone now.
the
Because
bone became him.
the bone became him, so we could take anything dead we wanted to and resurrect it with the second spell.
Maybe.
We can also duplicate it.
Yeah, we made 2 of whatever it was.
So we cut you in half, and put you in both sides, and then we can make you whole again, bring you back to life, and then disappear.
That doesn't make any sense.
But we could do it.
You could do
Think
it.
what happened to him, he got up in the tavern drinking. You could end up somewhere even more spectacular.
But I do believe that that's just his last memory. I do remember being in that tavern as well. I think that he's just. Well, no, my point is that that is all of our last memory being in the tavern. I think he's just lost his memory from that moment to now.
I have also lost my memory from
Yes,
that moment
see?
to now.
Yes.
So I just wondered, did he have a reason to
That
be
happens
here?
a lot.
Yes, this very dragon's memory has been lost from the tavern to
Where did
now.
my top hat come from? It's very stylish.
Well, I have to tell you
Look very
that,
smart,
that
that's true.
while the group is debating whether they can kill one another and bring them back to life, we are going to go ahead and say that there is in fact another contest that we're going to run for next week.
Ooh.
Yes, we are. So if you want to enter the contest, apparently you.
You too can win a bobblehead figure that you
Well-
don't really know.
No, actually you can't.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any more of those.
That's a one of a kind.
Yeah, sadly, you will win something that is awesome, cool.
Yet to
Yes.
be specified.
Yet to be specified, but something awesome, cool. And yeah, by just simply texting Dragonhearth to 21000, 3 zeros there. And the date's wrong because it's going to be next time. Okay. So have you guys decided after you've gathered around this incredibly complex
Well, we
machine?
were not done weighing the pros and cons, the philosophical, existential philosophy of.
This is like being in an episode of Next Generation. Let's just all go in the back and talk about it.
No, we want to know. I want to know, why are we here?
Well, we're trying to escape Garmagel, who continually captures us and
Oh, we
attempts
kill
to
him.
demise. Well, we continually kill him. Right? This is a
Is
kind of a futile gesture for sure.
Well, I think I can help with that.
Okay,
Please.
Because the title of this adventure is Quest for the Tavern.
oh, we're trying to get to the tavern?
I think you're trying to get back to the
Back
tavern.
to the tavern.
Oh,
Yes.
hey! We send it back to the tavern. Who wants to volunteer to go back to the tavern next?
Are there any sounds coming from any of the other entrances to this room?
Why, I believe, why, yes, there are. There,
You're
past this room, there is in fact a staircase, a spiral staircase that goes further upward.
Happy sounds? Anger sounds?
It was a bell.
Well,
It tolls for thee.
Oh, well, we better go towards it.
we seek the security of the tavern.
the bell is nothing like the tavern. It's
The
not
bell's
like
calling to me.
We do
It's
know that he
calling
just
to you?
came
calling
back
to
from
me.
the tavern.
That's probably not good.
Was there a bell?
Is there a way up to the
Yeah,
roof?
yeah.
There's a staircase that goes higher.
I will fly up there.
You will fly up the staircase.
Yeah, just fly up there.
Of course, you're the dragon, you can fly up there.
If there's a bell, there's a tower. If there's a tower, we can look out. If we look out, we might see where the tavern is.
I think we have a solution.
Bells don't always have to be in
Or we could go and we could look too far and fall.
but we could also just like
Would you bring it back?
Yes, is it back into the bathroom?
yeah, if you die now we put you in the
Unless she
tube.
catches you midair.
Whoa, there's glass tubes in here.
You fly up the staircase. As you get to the top of the staircase, there's a long hallway, and at the end of the hallway, it opens up into a large room. And from that room, you can hear ding.
A bell. Hey, there's another bell up here.
Sounds like an elevator.
Shall we join the dragon band?
Yes.
Okay,
We
I
ascend
will.
the stairway.
I will start off like I'm going to walk down that hallway, but actually stop as soon as somebody else starts to walk and let them go in front of me. So if there's any traps on the floor, it's not me, it's them.
I see.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
the,
gonna be like,
it's the old I'll pay the bill at dinner trick.
That's right. I was fishing for it. I couldn't get it.
So has everyone followed up the stairs?
Yes.
Abandoning the device that duplicates people and apparently kills them very efficiently?
How big is the device?
You know what?
It's ginormous.
You
So
know,
I can't carry it.
hey,
You can try.
You know what we didn't do?
Okay, I'll try to carry it.
Okay, let's roll for it.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna break.
I got a, what is it, 13?
A 13.
With an attack of 7.
You do not injure your back.
Good, congratulations.
Yeah.
So here's a question. If we duplicated somebody and took them both out of the tube, would they both be the same person or would they be different people?
Yes. They would be one would be good, one would be bad.
Are you sure?
Well,
Well, they're only bad if they come out with a goatee.
Yeah.
yes, those are people that do.
Yes, yes. Those are the evil versions.
Yes.
Wow,
Seems
I'm
like a
surrounded.
tree, right? Doesn't your character have
Yeah,
it?
no, my character has a goatee.
So we got the evil.
Well,
one.
he's a hippie though, he's not the same goatee.
Yeah, it's not as small as that routine.
That's right.
Okay.
Mostly
maybe-
harmless.
Maybe we'll just like use that as a backup plan. Or maybe not. I'm still like, not quite stepping forward and letting somebody else go in front of me, so.
Perhaps the Buffy twins would brave the corridor.
Yeah, well, we'll walk around.
You're carrying the machine though, right?
No.
No.
You failed
You
to
didn't
do
say
that.
I failed, you just said I didn't have my back. I have the machine with me.
No.
No. No.
It's on the
It was
machine.
implied that you do not have a machine.
Oh.
Strongly.
Troy says, lol,
The
Trekkies.
Buffy twins
Uh-huh.
lead the way.
Buffy twins, activate.
I don't know.
Well, the long hallway ends in a room that's 30 feet wide. It runs back about 50 feet. It's enormous. You can see that it has benches here. Oh, excuse me, I take it back. It's not that bad. It's a 20-foot wide room, runs 30 feet from the door down to a curved far wall. Thick glass windows allow light to stream into the room from the left-hand side.
Okay.
The curved section of the wall at the far end of the room is filled with a raised dais There, a tall desk is situated between two dead potted plants.
Oh, man.
Laura can identify with this.
I could never keep plants alive. I had 2 dead plants this morning. It was terrible.
We could bring them back to life. And
We could put those in the machine and turn it on, and then it would be, oh, never mind. Behind, there's 2 dead potted plants. Behind the desk on the stool, on a tall stool, is an officious goblin.
An officious goblin.
In tattered black robes.
Okay.
He is hunched over an enormous ledger book.
Black rose book.
A pair of small square glasses is perched on his large hooked nose, and he's writing in the book.
Okay. So it could be Raceland Magier who messed up a spell and is now copying the cure spell for it.
Could be.
Messed up a spell.
A small hourglass is sitting on the desk, its sands drifting from top into bottom.
That
Between the door and this goblin are several rows of benches filled with miserable, animated corpses.
Oh,
Why are they miserable?
These are both men and women, their clothing tattered and almost colorless.
that's why.
Each sits quietly on the benches, slumped over, waiting and holding a numbered tile.
Oh, it's bingo. It's dead people bingo. Which doesn't surprise me. It's like they were all playing against bingo. And
On
then
the wall,
they
next
died.
to the entrance that you have come in, is a peg holding a stack of tiles. Each tile has a number on it. The sign above the tile says, "Take a number.
I take one.
Sit down."
I take a tile.
Where's
what
the
number
bell
is-
sound coming from?
There's a bell on the desk.
Oh, the goblin's desk?
Yes.
What number is displayed at the moment? What number is being served at this moment?
At this moment, 14.
All right, I look for 15. Who's holding 15?
Nobody's holding 15.
Yeah, one of the
15's
undead-
underneath
One
14.
of the undead sitting on the bench is going to be holding 15 because he's the next to be served.
It goes from 1
It goes
to
the other
14.
way. One of the
This is the guy who's never stood in line in his life.
You start looking at the tiles in the hands of the undead. The animated corpses look at you and hold their
You don't
tile up.
like me. About your business, sir.
You find a 3. Oh, listen. No, that's right, okay.
That's all right. All the 10 people.
There we go, okay. You find a 3.
Okay.
You find a 12.
Okay.
As you start going through, you find that the lowest number is in fact 3, and in fact that there are a number of these undead here, all of which will go 3, 4, 5, 6. They're all the way up to 13.
Okay.
Because that's how the line system works.
The numbers ascend. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they ascend. So
Yeah.
the first person to gets number 1.
Yeah.
And the second person number 2.
Well,
And so if the peg
presumably
has
number
14
one-
on it, then 15 cannot be had by anybody. Because
No, he meant he was looking for who was being serviced at the moment.
At the moment, yeah, and then go one number below that.
But you want one above it.
The hourglass sands
No,
run out.
I know about. I know
No, no,
about.
I
Don't
want
we
to
think
take
that
somebody who.
undead people have already taken a number? and
Yes,
just
that's
write
what
it
I'm
in?
not taking a number.
Yeah.
He took a number. He's not
Yeah.
I have a 14. That's what I said. So I want to take the number from the guy who's holding the 3 and give him my 14.
Oh,
And then I'm going to take the 3.
We're going to do a
and give it to
Beetlejuice
him.
number switch.
I'm gonna hide
We're
by
gonna do
the
Beetlejuice
door
number switch, that's
far
right.
away
Right.
from this action here.
But
Uh-huh.
I'm giving the 3 to him. So I switch and
See
give
if
him.
that works.
I'll take the 3.
Of course he will.
Beetlejuice number switch here.
It's an
I'm
old
hiding.
Just wanted to see if it was another one.
And I have a question mark in my hide skill. So,
You have a hide skill?
I don't know, these are my dragon's stats.
No, everything's based on 3 stats.
Yeah.
Attack, which is like all the physical stuff. Psych, which is all the mental stuff. And Law is magic. And
The sands run out of the hourglass. Goblin looks up. 4. Number 4.
Ooh.
One of the animated corpses shuffles up to the front holding his number 4 tile. Goblin rings the bell. And the animated corpse starts slouching off towards a door in the back. Goblin turns over the sands. Goes to write in his book. He looks up and squints. That was the wrong number. And then he waits.
And then he what?
He waits. He continues to write.
Oh. Well, he called for it. Why is everybody looking at me? I have 3.
Messed up the goblin, and now the world is gonna end.
Now,
I'm gonna walk up to the goblin and see what he's writing.
Still hiding.
He's writing in this indecipherable script. It just keeps going on and on and on. It's a ledger.
What's you said there's windows?
Yes.
How thick do those windows look?
I don't know. You want to try and break them?
What's outside of them?
Light.
Light.
Yes. Well, they are
Is it just a
frosted across. You can't actually see
I
through.
can't see what's out, just light. Well, if it's just light, then it's probably not worth risking the ire of a bunch of undead and a goblin over it. Why not? Because I want to live. I got things to live for, like my cute hat and, I don't know, tap numbers.
Sands begin to run out once again in the glass. Ding! 3! 3!
that would be me.
3.
I have a 3 right here.
Give it back to the undead.
Which door should I,
He points to the door.
Leave a piece of yourself behind, just in case.
Come, all of you, let's go.
I'll follow him.
Go back. Get the number back to the undead.
Is he going to the same door that the number 4 is
He
on?
did. He went through the same door as the number 4 door.
We're all being number 3?
I'm gonna let
Okay.
you guys do that and just wait a sec above the door.
Enjoy your win.
Back to the undead. All right, that's fine.
Go. Oh.
Yep,
Yeah,
we're all number 3.
There we go.
You all step through the door.
Except
We're in a
for-
20-foot diameter. A 20-foot diameter hole drops straight down through the center of this massive 40-foot wide octagonal room. Because it's a dungeon, and it's easy to draw octagons. And pillars support the ceiling in 4 places around the pit. A matching shaft overhead pierces the ceiling. Light streams down from the shaft, cutting through the dusty air as it plunges further down below.
Oh, I'm gonna fly up through the hole.
Feather
At
ball.
the top.
I'm gonna cast Mass Feather Ball. While she flies at it.
Wow.
Because we're falling, right? We're plummeting?
No.
No, we're not.
Oh, yeah.
We're just in the
There's just a hole in the middle of
Disregard,
it.
disregard.
Still fly up through
She
the
is flying
Yes.
upward.
hole. Oh, wow. I have wings. I have a fly speed. Always go for a fly speed at level 1. That's the rule. At level 2.
Well, you don't know.
You run into the glass overhead, up above.
Oh,
Seals.
so there's just glass up there.
Yes.
Okay, do I hit it like hard or do I hit it medium?
1 point of damage.
Oh, okay, cool. Minus, how many hit
You
points I have?
get your hit points on this, that helps.
Okay.
There you go.
Wide doors lead out of 3 of the 4 walls, while the 4th leads back into a 20-foot wide alcove. In this alcove, a mammoth seat of judgment on which rests an ogre in black robes that are obviously too small.
Keep looking at me.
Opposite the alcove are 3 benches. On each of the benches sits an animated corpse, while 4th stands before the ogre for judgment.
Is that number 4? The guy that had number 4?
It was the guy that had number 4.
Oh. He's being judged.
What's the judgment? What is being said?
You can't hear, but he points, and the animated corpse shuffles back through the door that you just entered.
Oh, because he was the wrong number.
Or is
And
it
you're
better
number
for the-
3.
Yeah.
You're holding number
Sure.
3. You didn't even give up the time.
What do you do?
Let's go, man. Let's go be judged.
Should we present ourselves to this ogre?
Yeah, man.
I present myself to the.
I've been in this situation a lot, man.
Oh,
I appreciate the reassurance.
Skirt the pit, standing before this enormous ogre of judgment. He looks down at you.
Not guilty, man. It wasn't my stuff.
He's been through this before, as you can tell.
It was my roommates, man.
Papers, please.
I placed the tile in his hand.
Don't have proper papers.
You are correct, sir. I lack the proper documentation.
Go back to the clerk. Get proper papers.
Okay, let's go back.
Well, very well. I'll be right back then.
Now, crucial.
All go back to
Okay,
clerk.
why don't you all come with me?
Yeah,
We'll be right back.
Yeah, hold on.
Can we look down the pit? What's down the pit?
Down the pit, there's a shaft that leads down. Down below, there's a torture chamber. And below that, there's a dragon lair.
A dragon? I'm a dragon.
Later.
Is that my lair?
It could be. You could go check it out.
That's a thought. The ogre pointed to a door that the undead seemed unhappy to go through, but there was another door, right?
There were other doors here, yeah.
How many other doors?
2 other doors.
I'm gonna chill out, kind of on the wall, watching to see if an undead comes by who's happy to go through a door, and then to go through that same door.
The rest of you go back through the door.
To the goblin?
You go back to the goblin.
Go back to the goblin.
Back to the goblin clerk.
It's very hard.
You step up to the goblin clerk. What do you do?
I'll ring the bell. Pardon me. Ding. Goblin cook. I have come for paperwork.
Take number.
I already did. I am 3.
Take new number.
New number.
Oh, it's cool, man.
Yeah, it's
I'm
cool.
gonna reach over to his ledger and tear out a page.
Whoa.
And I'll be like, here you go.
Oh,
I don't know, that's not good.
Indeed.
that's his.
With this dangerous, frightful act, the curtain goes down on tonight's play.
I'm so glad I'm not here. I am not there.
Why, thank you everyone for that rather
Rousing.
bureaucratic and rousing
I'm in a different room.
adventure today. Yes. And tune in next week when we'll find out if ripping a ledger out of the goblin's book.
How this, I use a spell to put the page back in the book and then get a number.
Ah, yes. Next time you can attempt the Scotch tape spell. Certainly my favorite spell, one of my favorite spells.
I can still bring them
That
up.
it's kind of a level 1 spell as opposed to the level 3 spell duct tape. So,
There you go.
yeah.
Was we at the undead that we took the 3 from with had they look upset or happy or something?
No, pretty much when you're an animated corpse, everything is about the same.
Okay.
Sadly.
Just a general malaise.
General malaise, it's true.
All right.
Thanks
Okay,
everybody for the
thank
game
you.
tonight. Well done everyone. Well done. Thanks everybody in our audience out there in streaming land. You could just uncover your.
I could, yeah. And then you bring me back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi.
I don't know why you insist on like
Well,
covering
no,
it up.
so you can be side by side with the players. I'm like.
I just
says
have
it
to push a
little
button for that. You don't have to actually turn the camera off.
bit. Oh, well, how would I know?
I know. We'll have to talk about how technology works later.
Technology.
Yes. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for the game tonight. Thanks for
Thank
joining
you,
us tonight.
and thank you all for watching.
And thank you, everybody out there in streaming land for watching. We hope you'll join us
Dwarf says he
again.
can't wait to see what happens next time.
I know the suspense is killing me, and I'm in the room.
Okay.
All right, thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Remember to like us and then subscribe and stuff, because that's.
Hit the bell icon for notifications.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Thank
good.
you,
Thank
Elena.
you. Yeah, because we don't know what we're doing really.
Okay, yep. And you have a great night too, Warmack.
Yep, and all of you out in streaming land, be sure to visit the XDM Kickstarter. Go to Kickstarter and just search XDM. It's going to just come up. And we want you to definitely join us for that. So, until next time, do you have any other words of wisdom tonight, Laura?
No, that was my fortune cookies.
That's her fortune cookie as far as we're going to go. All right. Thanks, everybody, and we'll see you next week.
Good night.
Bye.